Okay, so how Clarissa Burden Learned to Fly. This book, I'm not going to say too much about it because I have no idea what Michael's going to ask me. He said he wouldn't make it too difficult, but the core of it was I was reading some Florida history, pre-Civil War history, and I read about, you know, 'cause, I mean, I knew that Florida had been a Spanish colony like twice, but the last time it was a colony. You know, Spain was actually quite progressive, especially compared to the rest of the people fooling around in the New World. And so, for instance, Spain really deeply frowned upon slavery. Spain allowed women to own property. You couldn't own property in America. Spain allowed black people to own property in America. They allowed black men to sit on juries. None of that happened in the United States. And so in 1819, a land deal happened. It was the purchase, it goes by a couple of names, but I call it the Purchase Land Treaty of 1819. And what that treaty did was it said 2 years hence, Spain cedes Florida to the United States. And that meant in 1821, all these people who owned property, who had their freedom, it was gone. All their civil rights gone because of a real estate deal. That just haunted me. I mean, there was no internet, there was no radio. Newspapers were, you know, it was really hard to find a newspaper when you're living in, you know, rural Florida. It still is. And so these people had all their civil rights taken away from them and they didn't even know it, and that absolutely haunted me. And that created this family of ghosts that exist in the house that Clarissa owns. And so the past and the present collide in this book, and it takes place in 24 hours on the summer solstice. And Clarissa Burden is a very unhappy woman. She's trapped in a really just kind of hellish marriage. Her husband, he's an artist. He likes to sketch and paint naked women. He loves naked women. He loves all naked women except for Clarissa. And so she is just having a really hard time. And she wakes up on the summer solstice and, you know, it's a special day. There are spirits afoot. And I'm going to read this one short section where she realizes, this is probably the first realization of her day that causes her to go, uh-oh, things need to change.